Nigga, yeah, Stain gang, in and out.
Hello.
Bitch, nigga,
Am I gonna get copyrighted? I actually don't know.
She's ratchet, you're a clown.
Oh wait, I see something in the chat. I can't read it. What is this? Hello, this is AA. Yes. Well, I'm trying to do this thingy that I saw where if you have the song and oh god, you know what? Let's just turn off this overlay. Oh wait, no, not turn this off too. Where if you have the song in your live stream but not recorded, then it's chill. So I don't know. We'll see. Gotta take out this full screen. Oh, really? Alright, because the thing that it's on my full screen, I click out of it, it turns off the fucking music. Don't turn off the music. That's why I'm trying to take it off full screen. But like, then it goes like, it's not big enough. That's what she said. Where's my windowless bordered? Come on. Alright. Well, I'm gonna keep it on full screen. I'm sorry when the music turns on and off and on and off and shit. I heard a Discord notification. Looks like my family Discord. Can we stop before? Because I want to see what the points are. Alright. So, it's been a while. Would you pick love or alcohol? Oh, fine. Of course I would pick love. Because I love alcohol. So I'm playing this game Love of Choice. My sister found it and it looks really cute. And apparently it's really good. I got this Bacardi rum cocktail in a can from Osaka Market. Alright. Let me make sure my Discord is showing purple. It is. Are they gay? No, I don't think so. I think that's a guy and a girl. I know. Oh, Nathan's playing Melee right now. Let me just, let's just fucking. Nathan, can you watch my stream, please, so I don't feel useless? Alright. Yeah, 0 out of 10. Alright, so some interesting context. So my sister's going through a breakup right now. And I just made her play this game called Before Your Eyes, which is one of the most emotional games it's like the game was made to fucking break you and destroy you. Most emotional games I've ever seen. I haven't even played it. I don't know how I would react if I played it because I cry all the time. And she had a very emotional stream. Rewatching some of the parts of Before Your Eyes, I was trying very hard to stay kind of disconnected from it, not being fully immersed in it because I didn't want to start crying. But yeah, so she's going through this breakup, and then she played this game, and then she was relating some of the stuff about the breakup to the game, and some shit like that. But yeah, it was also a very emotional, just watching her be so emotional and be so sad, but still be proud of herself, which she should be. It's hard sometimes not to think of things in black and white terms. Something bad happened, therefore things that come into as a result of it are bad. Yay, Nathan's watching. I like it when Nathan watches because I feel like he cares what I have to say. And it makes me feel a little bit less silly about the amount that I invest into talking about these kinds of things. So probably won't be able to check in too much. Oh, no worries. But thank you for tuning in. Good luck in your tourney. Alright, well, one thing that I just want to say is that Monica and I have such an amazing relationship. A lot is probably due to the fact that I've gone through a lot of therapy over the years. I was talking to Monica recently, and she said she feels like I'm almost a completely different person from when we first started dating. I was I was pretty toxic. I can still be. But I think we take our relationship very seriously. Not like that we're serious about each other, but the things that it takes to make a good relationship. Our relationship is all amazing because of me. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I needed therapy in order to make our relationship amazing. Monica, just in general, is just very well adjusted and has high self-esteem. Cool story, but I don't hear my name. All right, so Mark, I don't know how much you want me to tell about our story because it's a little bit rocky, but I can. I just don't know, how much you want revealed. But thank you for being in chat. What was I saying? We work very hard. It's not one of those things where it's just like we're perfect for each other, so it's it's perfect or whatever. No, we actively like work. Hi, there you are. I was talking about you. I was being like Clay. Oh. I forgot about that. That was so funny. So, Love is Blind, season 6, episode 2-3 story. Spoiler alert. Come back in 2 minutes if you don't want spoilers. AD was telling Clay about how she was like heartbroken over what was just is who gave on. She was asking if the characters were gay. Heartbroken about what just happened with Matthew, and she's like feeling really raw. She's feeling like she's been played, and then she's seeking comfort from Clay. And then Clay's response was, what's that got to do with me though? He didn't say exactly that, but it was basically you're telling me a lot of things that has nothing to do with me. And I'm like, what the fuck? Because when he starts pacing around the room, I thought he was mad at Matthew for playing AD. And I was like, oh, this is good. Yeah, defend her honor, but really he gets mad at AD? Clay's a clown. I think they're gonna get engaged. Don't spoil this for me. Alright, anyway. So I'm gonna start the game now. Apparently there are 3 different, here it is, 3 different stories in the game. I'm moving my chat around, that's why the game. Pause the music. Love game, love distance, or love detective. Let's start with love game. Especially because I think my sister has already done this. I'm a game developer. There's a game jam today. What's a game jam? What is this? Is this a... Oh, hey, look at this. It's 2 faces melted into one face. Look, see, because it's like, the person with short hair facing this way and the person with long hair facing this way at the same time. It's one of those. I'll be listening to play my bracket matches. Good luck on your matches, BT Dub. Can you move your cam to the top right corner? Oh yeah, I got you. There you go. A game jam is oh hey, they heard me. Game development event. Participants have just 48 hours to make a game around a given theme. That sounds hard. That sounds stressful. Sometimes, if you're lucky, there might be girls in your game jam team. I guess my team didn't have much luck this time. No, that doesn't make you lucky to have girls in your team because girls are bad at video games. A doy. The jam starts on a Friday afternoon. Most of the teams will spend the first night coming up with ideas and designing their game. Okay. Everything is going well with my team. We quickly came up with an idea, so I'm taking a short break to have a look around. Who am I? Am I this girl? That's when I noticed her. Oh, maybe I am a lesbian. Her team is sitting next to mine, or this is probably her in question. It looks like her team is in the middle of an intense discussion. Then I hear one of them say, let's just take a break and try again in 10 minutes. Leaving her alone writing her notes. This is my chance to talk to her, I think to myself. I check my hair and clothes and put on the best smile I can. I walk over to her, acting as natural as possible. Hey, I'm XXX. Can we be friends? Would you like to hear about our game idea? Obviously, can we be friends? Because why would they like to hear about our game idea? Like, they have their own game idea. I'm not about to mansplain her. Did y'all watch that video of the guy who was correcting this pro golf player's swing? You're a porn? I didn't name myself. Do not judge me for what my parents did. She appears to be feeling awkward, but she still politely introduces herself. Hi, I'm 000. Hold on, is there a setting to change your names? No? Okay, well her name is 000. We are in the Holocaust right now, where everyone is just identified by numbers. Why is that redacted? What, was it not in your game? Why is her name 000? What the? Love choice. Why is her name 000? Alright, I don't see any answers. No, what Monica said. What did Monica say? Oh! Weird. I don't know. Twitch. Probably. You do it. She said you're porn because of, you know, it says hi, I'm XXX. After the game jam ended, I found her through WeChat. Oh, we're Chinese. Although it was kind of awkward at first, we quickly became pen pals, sharing our secrets and feelings. My friends say, even though I didn't get an award at Game Jam, I was the real winner, because I got some poon. I can't argue with that. I'm so lucky to have met 000. 2 weeks later, we were texting through WeChat. I changed the pronounce her name to Ooh. Oh. Now I'm waiting for a good opportunity to ask her out to a movie and maybe dinner. Got mad at me today, but I just did exactly as he asked me to, and now he's blaming it on me. How can I not be upset? The boss always takes credit, subordinates take the blame. Maybe it's just a communication problem. Nah. No, fuck you. I'm not justifying this boss that she's obviously upset about. No, I'm not invalidating her feelings. Most bosses are the same. They take credit and let subordinates take the blame. Don't take it too personally. Okay, I wouldn't say don't take it too personally. Like, no, it's not her fault for taking it personally. She's upset. None of my colleagues were willing to defend me. That wasn't fair. Rage orders like that would never offend the boss. They probably didn't know the whole story. Where's the fuck them option? Fuck your colleagues. Hopefully this doesn't come off as like condescending. It comes off as like, oh, they're too stupid to offend the boss. They need to work to be able to live. I'm still upset. What? I don't like this guy already. This is stupid. Oh my god. Why don't you hang out with me this week? She's upset! I don't like this game already. This girl's obviously like coming to me because she's upset about what happened at work. And I'm over here like, well, you know, they need their jobs, honey. Okay, just have some fun, okay? Want to go watch a movie? I am sweeping her emotions under the rug right now! Yeah, right, this is bullshit! Want to go Roman... Okay, I'm gonna go with the romantic comedy because I'm assuming that girls like romantic comedies. And by assuming, I mean I know that for a fact. This movie looks great. Want to watch it? Well, okay. I'll see you this way. I'm just so... Oh my god! I'm just so upset at myself right now! I'm just like, you're upset at work? Well, you know, they need their jobs, man. Let's go watch a movie. Stop thinking about those silly, frivolous women things. Okay, I've got the movie tickets. I should find a fancy restaurant somewhere near the cinema for our date. That's how you do it? You can never be too prepared for a date. I should try to find as many as I can. How to get a girl. Minigame. Click the good restaurants to add them to your favorites. Avoid the bad ones. Prepare for your first date. Okay, I was not expecting this. This one. Oh, okay. I get it. Nope, you're all bad. You're good. I mean, it's the same restaurant from earlier, but you know. Bam. Bam. Fun fact, the number of restaurants that can fit in this folder are the number of categories of towels that Monica Geller has. Right. Left. Middle. Left. Middle. Alright. Alright, at least I'm gonna make up for being an asshole by taking her to a good restaurant. Done. Easy. Easy money. Oh, there's two I gotta keep track of now? Alright. Oh. Oh, I think... What? I think it's the two ones in the middle. Oh, I think it's the left. Oh, I think it's right and number two. I think it's middles. Yeah, let's go. No, I'm done. I'm done with that. I'm a gourmet master. It's finally the day of our date. I guess I could be a butch lesbian. It's my first time sitting next to her and I can't help feeling a little nervous. Oh my god, look, you guys! She stars in the movie! Look, ooh, it's right here. How did I do that? I'm good. I just keep telling myself to calm down and focus on the movie. The movie ends and we stay in our seats until everyone else has gone. The movie was kind of Is that me or her? I think me. The movie was kind of interesting. I could never get 11 out of 11. Here's some advice. Get good. Just kidding. I'm sorry. It wasn't bad. So what's next? I know a nice restaurant nearby. I know 11. Ooh, we're going to Hot Pot. Great. How did you know I like Hot Pot? You're Asian. Moonlight paints a silver outline around her face. I can hear my heartbeat as I look at her. We are becoming closer and closer. We don't even need to speak. There's already a tacit understanding between us. I don't think there's anything more to be said. Can I hold your hand? Aww. Say yes, bitch. That was the beginning of our story. Did she say yes? PTSD. Do you want me to, can I tell the story, Monica? So, before Monica and I dated, Monica was dating this guy. And she told me her relationship with that guy went downhill when one day they were walking to school together and they were holding hands. And then he leans in, and this is in college. He leans in and he says to her, Monica, whenever you hold my hand, I get a boner. And then she let go of his hand. And that's when it all went downhill. We talk to each other all the time now. We always discuss the things we have in common. We are eager to understand each other more deeply. It's like we want to zoom in and look closely into each other's hearts. I gotta go. Okay. Bye. And according to Monica, he whispered it like that too. Are they like cursing at each other? I think they're fighting. Okay. They're talking about money. This is the symbol for yen. Yeah. It was like he was trying to talk dirty to you. When you hold my hand, I get a boner. She still likes to tell me all the troubles in her daily life. Just like she used to. Yep, right? I believe a clever girl like her should be able to handle these kinds of problems herself. Oh my god! God, me when I grabbed my microphone, I muted it. This is stupid. I want to see guys play this game. I want to see dudes play this game and then see how they react to this, because obviously I was super upset when I saw that. Dude, like for example, Mark, can you tell how like fucked up this is? What I said was, he basically said, she tells me about her problems, but she's smart. She should be smart enough to deal with them. It was a guy's view that, oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. Didn't you say the guy, he said stuff like he learned a lot about like himself from like from playing this. Still, she always seems to be upset about them. Well, why are you, is this guy, are you autistic? This is like some Sheldon things, like logically, you're smart enough to deal with it, so I don't understand why you're upset, because you can deal with it. My boss got mad at today, but I just did exactly as he. That is infuriating, and now he's blaming me. How can I not be? Oh, well, okay, so she's on repeat. She's a robot. Oh, really? I'm doing this again? Okay, I'm gonna say this just to see what happens. Maybe it's just a communication problem. Perhaps he didn't do it on purpose. I know you have a generous heart. Don't just forgive him. There is more. None of my colleagues were willing to defend me. That wasn't fair. They don't know the whole story. I'm a mansplainer. They weren't involved. They didn't know the facts, so they decided to keep their mouths shut. Okay, thank you. That helps a lot. When you get closer, you start to notice flaws that you didn't see at first. Flaws like what? Troubles always arise between couples. Well, yeah. Either I bow to her or she bows to me. There's no third. When I get home from work, she's watching her favorite Korean TV series. So must be this guy's first relationship, right? Empty food boxes and tissues are everywhere. Okay, so I guess you're just an asshole in this, like no matter what you do. God, I guess I need to do it all myself. At least like make him clean up. Yo, your girl's depressed? Time goes by so fast. It's already been 3 years since we met. And she hasn't left you yet? 3 years ago we met at Game Jam. You came over to talk to me. Honestly, I felt awkward when you... Oh, this is from the girl's perspective. I think. Honestly, I felt awkward when you first spoke to me. Perhaps you should act more naturally. We started chatting more after that. Gradually, you became the one I talked to most. Do you still remember our first date? I posted a tweet all about it, but you didn't take me to see my favorite movie. Well, at least you found out hot pot was my favorite food. Do you remember the first time we held hands? I felt that on a beautiful night like that, words would have only ruined the mood. We had more time to get to know each other afterward. We talked about what hobbies we had in common and shared everything about our lives. But our talks only ever scratched the surface. I always wanted to share more personal thoughts with you. Though we had a good time together, sometimes we fight. You're so stubborn when we fight. I don't always want to be the one to apologize first. It means we always end up fighting about little things. I hope you'll always be there as a listener for me. Maybe I shouldn't get so upset. No! Sorry. Maybe I shouldn't get so upset about those little problems in my life. I know I could handle them. All right, let me tell you a story that this reminds me of. Let's pause the music real quick. So, I been talking to someone that I was friends with in high school, and she was telling me about her friend who is in a polyamorous relationship, and her friend's name is Chelsea. Her partner's name is Richard. Richard has other partners, but lately Richard has been flirting with Chelsea's, like one of Chelsea's best friends. Her name is Catherine, and that makes Chelsea uncomfortable because it's not just like any other girl. It's like her best friend that she grew up with and stuff. And she's insecure about that girl because as they were growing up, the other girl was always like the pretty one, right? So then she's been like feeling some type of way about Richard and Catherine flirting, and she found out that they were like, so she told Richard, like, you know, I don't want you to do anything sexual with Catherine. I'm not there yet, blah, blah, blah. And then she found out that Richard and Catherine had been exchanging nudes with each other. Hold on, I got a text from At the Crystal. It is a screenshot. Seems like a real later. If you don't forget. So, when she told like Richard, like that, like borders on like the edge of my boundaries for me, that counts as sexual to me. You guys sending these types of pictures to each other. Richard's response was like, "Oh, to me, it's just flirting. Like, I don't feel like I, what's the word? Cross your boundary." And you know, as my friend is telling me the story, so I don't know these people, but I'm hearing it like secondhand, and I'm like, dude, like, if it doesn't matter if he doesn't consider it sexual or not, if she's uncomfortable with it, then you stop. Like, don't do it. Like, the point isn't whether you technically, you know, cross her boundary or not. The point is how she feels about it, right? But then, according to my friend, Chelsea keeps saying like, oh, I shouldn't be upset about this. I'm making a big deal over nothing. And she keeps like minimizing and invalidating her own feelings. And even like when she's like crying about it, she's obviously really upset. She's like, oh, but I should be able to deal with this. I shouldn't feel uncomfortable with this. And I'm like, she said specifically, I think I'm looking for reasons to be upset because it makes more sense than being upset for no reason. And I'm like, there's no such thing as being upset for no reason. If you're upset, there's a reason. Now that reason might not like make logical sense or whatever. Maybe you can reflect and realize like your emotions are out of proportion, but there was still a reason, and there's something that you need to address. With if you're upset, you're upset. Like that's it. You don't need to justify being upset. You don't need to justify your emotions. So that's why I react so strongly to just maybe I shouldn't get so upset about those little problems in my life, because it's just, you should never feel that way. You should never feel that way. I know it can handle it. It doesn't matter if you can handle them or not. It doesn't matter. If you're upset, you're upset, whether or not you can handle it. Women, they always do that to themselves. But sometimes I just want you to hear me out and share my feelings. That's what I said earlier. I want you to know that I need more than cold advice. I'm not your... This is actually a very... Hold on. So this is actually a very common problem between men and women. Generally, it is the man who is giving advice and the woman who is wanting validation. Obviously, it's a generalization, so don't come at me. But like, this is what I have learned in classes. Particularly psychology of women, great class, that men go into this problem solving mode, and sometimes it makes the woman feel invalidated, whereas the man feels like he's helping. There's an episode on Parks and Rec about this with Chris and Ann, where Ann just wants to hear Chris say like, yeah, that sucks, instead of trying to solve it. Very common. I'm not your colleague. We're not perfect. I believe that neither of us should have to concede to the other. A one-sided relationship won't last long. All right, hold on. Okay, you know what? This is no longer about the game. This is no longer me playing the game. This is me teaching everyone something. Okay? All right, this is my stream. I do whatever the fuck I want. Fuck you guys. Window capture. Let's paint. And... all right. So here's like a little graph. So it's a there's two axes. This axis is other person. I don't remember what it is exactly, but so let's say it's this. This is the other person. This is you. Okay. And this is getting your needs met in an argument. Okay, here, let's put this in the middle. All right, so so the axes represent needs met. So as you head towards positive infinity, you get more of your needs met. All right, so there's, and they talked about this in the office too, and I thought that was actually really interesting because it's something I learned in social conflict resolution class. If you and another person don't meet your needs, that's a lose-lose situation. Obviously, if you get your needs met and the other person doesn't get their needs met, oh shit, what's it called? Hold on. 2x2 grid social conflict resolution. Look it up. No, not that. Nope, not this. Oh, okay, so this is all wrong. I remember it now. Let's delete this. I mean, it's kind of relevant. I thought the you and the other person thing didn't make sense. All right, this is for everyone. This is good advice for everyone. Mark, I hear you out there. Come listen to this. Okay. X-axis is cooperativeness. Y-axis is assertiveness. And yes, I could just show you the picture that I'm looking at Google Images, but I think it is better if I write it out during it. And that's also why teachers, they will erase a chalkboard and rewrite it during class, so that you can focus on one thing at a time. So now imagine this is a 2x2 grid. So cooperativeness is how much you focus on other people's needs. Assertiveness is how much you focus on your own needs. What you call me out for? Because I heard you go. I just want to make sure you're listening. All right. So if you're not assertive and you're not cooperative, you are avoiding the situation, right? You're just like, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to assert my own needs. I'm not going to help you get your needs. I'm just like going to hide and pretend this isn't happening. Now, this is accommodating. This is when you try to make sure their needs are met. You don't care about your own needs being met. And then you see why now I thought this was you and this way was the other person. It kind of boils down to that. Now, when you want to make sure that your needs are met, this is competing. And this is when you get pre-therapy Janelle. This is when you get a lot of pre-therapies of pandas, because if you talk to a lot of my sisters' husbands, a lot of them will tell you that my sisters were very mean to them when they first started dating. This is so like the conflict. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. So that makes sense. Yeah. And I think that's because partly of how we were raised, right? We were raised that everything's a fight, zero sum. If I get my way, you don't get your ways. You want to win the argument. You want to be like, what I said makes sense, so I win, dumbass. Now this is collaborating. Actually, no, before we get there, let's get to compromise. Compromise is what people will tell you, ooh, marriage is about compromise. Well, compromise kind of sucks because everyone is just winning 50% of what they have, what they want. Everyone sacrifices a little and then gets a little. I was like that when I was younger for sure. Post, out, add on, much better. Yeah, see? Yeah, so if you talk to like Louis said that like Otto was really mean to him before. I was really mean to Monica. Johnny's still kind of mean to Johnny, but she's more understanding of it. All right. So then what you really want is collaborating. Yes, I was very, very, very mean to Mark when we first started dating. I don't know why these people are still with me. And it was a lot of, I'm right, you're wrong. Why don't you see why I'm right, you idiot? Money. Oh, that's so funny. Collaborating is you guys will both work together to try to meet your needs, right? So if you buy me food, one example of this is if someone wants to meet at 12 p.m. and someone else wants to meet at 4 p.m., you guys compromise and you meet at 2 because that's in the middle. But that kind of sucks for both of you, right? Collaborating will be like, I want to meet at 12. I want to meet at 4. Why do you want to meet at 12? See, now you're trying to understand their side. Why do you want to meet at 12? Well, if I meet too late, then I get hungry and cranky. Why do you want to meet at 4? Because I take my nap at 2. All right. So how about this? When we meet, we'll meet over lunch. We can meet at 3. I'll take my nap. I'll take a 1-hour nap instead of my usual 2-hour nap. And I'll bring lunch so you don't have to wait as long and you get to eat. And now this person's problem is solved. And this person's problem is solved. That would not have been possible if you did not collaborate and try to understand what each other's needs were. All right. Back to the game. Neither of us should have to concede to each other. Yes. It should never be about conceding. But sometimes I just want you to tolerate my shortcomings. Oh, another thing that I want to bring up, actually. Oh, I already deleted it. That usually these this is like, yes, Michael Scott's win-win-win, exactly. Yeah, I want to bring up that a lot of times people think that this hold on, Chrome, hold on, window capture, Chrome, wait, what? No, Chrome, great new. Name's in use. Yeah, I know it's in use. Where is it? I lost my Chrome. Window capture. Add existing Chrome. Okay. Open. No. Fuck it. I'll just zoom in. All right. People feel like when they're accommodating, they are the better person because that's kind of what we're taught. If you sacrifice things for others, then you're selfless. It means selfless is good. But it's dumb. Don't be that person. It sucks, especially when your partner wants your needs to be met. They want to collaborate. You think you're doing this noble thing by being accommodating to them, but you're also not helping them gain the outcome that they want, right? A lot of times people think like, it's kind of like Chelsea in that situation I was telling about. Chelsea's like, I just want them all to be happy, blah, 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 blah. So I didn't tell them how I feel bad because I don't want Catherine and Richard to be bad. Well, by not telling them that, you are robbing them of the ability to create a collaboration where you guys all work together to solve your problems because you're not telling them how you feel. You are robbing them of information that is pertinent to the decisions that they make. A lot of times people do that because they feel like, I don't want to make them feel bad. Well, if you're in a situation with all adults, people are allowed to feel bad. And if adults feel bad because of the information at hand, that's their choice. There's nothing wrong with feeling bad. You don't need to protect adults from feeling bad. Let them feel bad. Let people feel their feelings. Don't remove people's autonomy by withholding information. In this case, the information is that your feelings are hurt. Okay? The fairest thing is to treat everyone like competent people, unless there are some situations why they're not competent people, and if that's the case, you need to look into that. But treat everyone like a competent person who is able to handle the information at hand. All right. Sometimes I just want you to tolerate my shortcomings. Wow, what a sad thing for this girl to feel. Did my sudden letter scare you? What letter? I've never shared my feelings like this before. But this will be the first and only time. Girl, nah. Your first time, not your only time. Sadly, we didn't make it. Oh, okay. But I'll never regret a relationship. I learned a lot from them. Wait, I want to learn about the breakup. How did that conversation go? I wish you all the best. Goodbye. Oh, is that the breakup? She wrote a letter and left. That was the end of the game? What just happened? I spent more time talking. Play again. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. This is my chance to talk to her. Check my hair. Okay. Alright. Oh. You were the game. She appears to be feeling awkward, but she still hears out our game idea. It's not too bad, she says in a tired voice. Oh, I meant to say, it's not too bad. Oh, I still have this window open. Let's close it. After the game jam ended, I found her through WeChat. Blah, 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 blah. The whole letter recap is a summary of your relationship either ending or moving forward. Oh. I feel like I didn't have an opportunity to say better things to her, but I don't know. Let's, to take the credit. Yeah, okay, don't take it personally. Want a clue? Well, we'll see. We'll see. If it happens again, then maybe. Don't take it too personal. Thing implies that it's a her problem. Or to figure out things on your own, like I did. Yeah, I'll try to figure out things, at least at first. Okay, just have some fun. Just forget about your problems. They're not big deals. You're a smart girl. But I picked the wrong movie to watch. This is pretty good. I don't know what else to do. Bacardi, Bahama Mama. It was actually really good. Oh man, I have to do this again? Oh, skip. Yeah, let's go. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. If I say sushi, does that mean she likes sushi? Nope, she's a certain, I'm not picky. Fuck, I should take in her hot pot. Moonlight and shit. La la la. I like you. That was the end of our story. What a stupid story. We talk to each other. I gotta go. Alright, I'm sad and shit. I don't care about your problems. I'm mad at you. I'm mad at you. Actually, I don't see this happening. So it's depicting them arguing, but the way that their conversations have going, I can't imagine her side of the argument right now. Why are you upset about your problems? Dumbass bitch. Most bosses are the same. Blah 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 blah. I thought he was gonna say something like most bosses are the same. Bosses fucking suck. Fuck you. Not like, you know, don't take it personally. Wage earners like them. What does that mean? Wage earner. Maybe it's like some kind of translation thing. Like salaryman is a Japanese thing. Blah 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 blah. Time goes by. Oh, you started chatting. You became the one to talk to most. I remember I was confused because you didn't seem to prepare at all for our date. I thought you hadn't even bothered to learn what I liked. Hey! I just thought you were tired of Hot Pot! We had more time. We talked about what our hobbies we had in common. Blah blah blah. You're so stubborn. Shouldn't get upset. You can get upset. Stop it. I have a coworker. I always ask her, how are you? She says, can't complain. Like, why not? You could complain. A lot of times people say that what they like, sometimes they're like, oh, it's good, can't complain. But I like her specifically, knowing her personality, what she means is like, it kind of sucks, but I feel like if I complain, that means I'm ungrateful and a bad person. So every time she says can't complain, I tell her you could always complain. Twitter. Alright, I didn't know that was a thing, but it looked like there was a notification. She wants to watch Home Cat. She wants... Oh, Hot Pot! Alright. People don't really write letters anymore, but I still think they're romantic, even though you broke... Oh, wait, can I like... I like every single thing about you. Today, taking a little holiday, do some writing and joining. That's fine. Watch 5 episodes in one sitting. Might need to cancel my description. Oh, I like that. Made a meal today. Hadn't cooked for ages. Almost forgot how to do it. Also practice my sketching. I like that about you too. Oh, like it all. I got an achievement. I can't argue with that. I'm so lucky to have met her. 2 weeks. We were texting. Want to watch a movie and dinner. Oh, yeah. Let's go to WeChat. Oh, now I'm going to say some stupid shit. See, because, like, his advice, don't take it personally. Like, maybe for him that works. But it's, like, also, it's not taking into account the fact that the boss may have done something wrong. And people are like that. It's so annoying. It's like, you know, when people complain about people being mean on the internet, they're like, oh, you need to grow tougher skin. Yeah, maybe it'll help that person to grow tougher skin, but that doesn't mean that the other people aren't being mean and just stop being mean. And people say like, oh, people are always going to be mean, so you just got to deal with it. Like, yeah, and so that doesn't mean you can't like be upset about it. People always be invalidating feelings. I think it's because personally, they can't handle having these feelings. It looks like I have to play it. And because they can't handle having those feelings themselves, because they can't handle it and have to push those feelings down, they tell other people to not have feelings. And I think that's dumb. Like this whole like, oh, just don't be so upset about this. Well, too bad. She's upset about it. Now deal with it. When people say don't be upset about it, a lot of the times it's about themselves. I don't know how to deal with you being upset. It makes me uncomfortable with you being upset. So I'm going to tell you to stop feeling the way you're feeling so that I can be comfortable. It's not conscious, but that's essentially what people are doing. All right. So 1 and 3, 1, 2, 2, 4, 2, 2, 1, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 4 again, I think. I lost track. Let's go with 2, 4 again. Yep. I'm a boss. We're going above and beyond for this girl now. Wait, hold on. Oh man, I thought I was gonna add. I didn't know I was gonna start from 0 again. Dang it. All right. right. Bam, bam. Boom, boom, boom. I believe today's Sunday. Hate Sundays because that means I have work on Monday. 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3. Okay. 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2. Easy money. 2, 3, 2, 4, 3, 4, 2, 4, 3, 4. 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4. Done. Alright, no more. We're not doing this anymore. Oh, I can tell the director put his heart and soul into it. Sorry, I didn't realize there was different dialogue and tried to make it feel similar to the original ways. So what's next? I know, nice restaurant. Hot pot. Great, how did he know I liked hot pot? I stalked your social media. A perfect date. Great. Moonlight and shit. I can hear my heartbeat. We're close and shit. I'm gonna hold her hand because she's like, remember the first time I held your hand? I'm not gonna talk about the moonlight. Does the moon even like illuminate stuff? Like people talk about like, oh, your hair in the moonlight or some shit, but I don't know. I don't see light from the moon really. I don't know if it's because where we live, but usually it's like light from the street light or something. You're not the same person you were when we first started dating. What are you talking about? I am the same person. No, you used to take me to Hot Pot. I'm literally laughing out loud. Yes. Guess what? Oh, that the moon gives off light? I can tell you why. It makes a big difference. Oh. She likes to tell me about stuff. My boss got mad at me again. But I just did exactly as he asked me to do. Maybe it's a you problem. He didn't do it on purpose, so why are you upset? I know you have a generous heart. That's bullshit. Because not only is like the whole thing he said dumb, but he's essentially saying if you don't forgive him, that means you don't have a generous heart. It's dumb. Excuse me. No. Okay, let's make her clean it up herself, I guess. Do something different. Time goes by so fast. It's been 3 years. It was awkward. We start talking. Remember our first date? We watched my favorite movie and took me out for Hot Pot. I guess you did some research, huh? I'm a stalker. I didn't think you'd prepare so much for our date. It was really sweet, yeah. Do you remember the first time we held hands? I felt that on Beautiful Night words would have only ruined the mood. I mean, there's nothing else to say, like... There's no, like, don't say words. We had more time to getting to know each other. But it talks, only stretch. I want to share my personal thought. Do I have to talk about the moonlight? We're not perfect. Man! You stupid bitch. Alright. Wait. Hold on. I could have sworn I said something that said please play Love Distance first. Like it came across the screen really quickly. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Say words. Oh, there you are. Hi.
What? I hear Monica.
What? Monica's not saying a thing. You crazy?
Oh, no, I hear you.
Okay.
I hear you on the call and on your stream because of the lag.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, so I muted your stream. So
Yeah,
just on the call.
that's what
okay.
I did. Mm-hmm.
I don't remember seeing anything about playing Love Distance first. I will say, so you've played
I
it
saw
through
that.
the whole thing twice now, or 3
Yes.
times, right?
Yep, 3 times.
Okay. So, I happened to figure out what I figured out on accident.
Oh.
So since you're probably like less like, oh my god, than I was.
Uh-huh.
But I was thinking the same shit. Like, what the fuck? Why are both these options so shitty?
Yeah.
Oh, your coworkers, like, like, come on, she
Mhm.
just wants some comfort, some support,
Mhm.
So, the hint I'm gonna give you,
Okay.
which you figured out the Twitter thing, which was cool, is that
Mhm.
you don't only have to click on the words.
Whoa. Okay. That's a
Is that good enough
trick.
hint?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna let you try to get at it again.
Okay. Okay, bye.
Okay. Bye.
I feel like that's a metaphor for relationships somehow. You don't only have to click on words. I'm gonna click on her face. Oh, because words ruin it? Oh. Blah, blah, blah. I like your beautiful face. Look at this art. Clicking everything. Whoa. I was kind of joking, but something worked. They come up with an interesting theme this year, haven't they? Oh, she's looking at me. Yeah, the man and the woman intertwine with each other. I think it implies something about love and romance. Look, and this, like, his arm is a baguette. I came about love. I like it. I feel like this picture has another meaning as well. Something like, there's always 2 sides to everything. Totally. I thought that too. Maybe we could incorporate love into our game. That could be really cool. We're making a porn game. Yeah, that sounds great. You should do it. We talked about the game idea for a long time, but her teammates didn't go for it, so it never got made. She only told me that later. A good beginning. Oh, I'm doing stuff. Yeah, so I noticed there was a notification here, so I decided to click on it. Hold on. I love everything about you. I love everything about you. La 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 la. All right, we chat. It was awkward. We talked and stuff. My boss got mad at me today. I just did exactly ask me to. How can I not be upset? Look how I like your posts. Alright. So I don't know if this is something that I could not click on the words for that my sister's talking about. But I just hate these options. Alright, I guess I'll just be an asshole. There's more. You're right. It wasn't fair. Where's the beat up their colleagues button? I feel like there's not one. I feel like I just have to be a dumbass in the scene. And maybe later on, I cannot be a dumbass. I mean, good for this girl, at least for saying I'm still upset. You know, at least like she didn't fully just be like, yeah, you're right. It's my fault. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Sherlock Holmes cat. I'll see you this weekend. Yep. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, I'm so tired of doing this. I don't want her to feel like I didn't put effort into the date. Then again, did she ever take me out on a date? Why is it always, like, up to me to do it? Is this some sexism stuff? Boom, boom, boom. So I'm wondering if the last one is always 2-4. Cause yeah, I think this one's always 3. Do 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 do. No. Hey, was I supposed to pay attention to that? Now I'm second guessing myself. Let's see. I'm assuming that's gonna be 2-4. Let's look for those thingies that pop up. I think it pops up right under this. Oh. Okay, what is that? What is this? Okay, it's nothingness. 2-4. Okay. I guess maybe that's just there to try to distract you. I don't know if you saw that. Don't get my keyboard wet. Okay. I think this one I just say hot pot. Alright. Moonlight. I can hear my heartbeat. There's nothing more to be said. Yeah, let's do it! Then again, I don't think asking for her consent to hold her hands really would have ruined the mood that much. But okay, whatever. Ooh, 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 look at these things. Look at these things that are getting bigger. Ooh, 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 ooh. I was thinking that too. We always discuss things we have in common. Can you also like discuss things that you don't have in common? Like, especially if you're trying to learn about each other. No, I don't have to go. I want to talk about your cat. Hey. Hey, I want to talk about... Hey, you have a Switch? I have a PS5. Oh, games out of interaction. The possibilities are fascinating. Thank you, Michelle, for the hint. Oh, do I have to do... Is it because we talk about what we have in common and I have to match them? Oh, music can cleanse the soul. I dream of playing guitar by the beach. Hey, I have a guitar. You can borrow mine. You have a cat? I have a cat. Cats are so cute. Cats can heal. Cats heal everything. They don't, but okay. Oh, I can't click this. Is there anything else? Boom, 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 boom. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, wait, no, I did the game. Is it still moving? Looks like it's still jiggling, but I think that's an accident. Guitar, music. Alright, I think that's it. Alright, I gotta go. Okay, bye. No, don't fight. Kiss! 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 How about we don't fight? How about we don't fight? Hey, let's go. I am winning relationships. Forbearance. Just like she used to. I believe a clever girl should be able to handle these such stupid things to say. But she's always still upset for some reason. My boss got mad today. I'm sorry. Would you like a hug, baby girl? Here, hug your cat. Cats heal everything. Cats heal... Let's turn on the lights. No? Look at the flowers. No? 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 Hey! That's great. I love that. I love that. None of my colleagues were willing to defend me. That wasn't fair. How could they? Yeah! I did do it! I knew she could handle all these things by herself. But I won't leave her to do it alone. I want to be a good listener, so once you can share everything with it. That's it. That's right. How much is 5.5%? Yes. Troubles. Yep. Uh-huh. There's no third answer. Oh, that's funny. Isn't that like... Yeah! Sometimes you, like, you know, you don't say something. You gotta do a thing. Yeah. Okay. Yes! Let's go! You look tired. You look tired, baby. Go and get some rest. I'll take care of this. Nah. I got it. I said I got it! Lay down! Lay down, woman! No? Okay. Relationships should rely on a mutual understanding, not changing who you are. Relationships can only last if each person respects the other. Yeah? So... what's his name? I want to say Gotham, but I know it's not. Gotham. Um, relationship. Gottman. So, I don't know anything about this Gottman method or any of these other things that I'm looking up right now, but I don't know if these are new. But what is his name? Gottman. I don't know his full name. He is a psychologist, I believe, who could watch a, I don't know, 10-second, maybe longer, maybe shorter, video of couples. And actually, I don't want to misstate it. Gottman, relationship predictor. He would predict the outcome of couples' relationships just from watching a snippet. Predict outcome of relationship. He would predict whether or not relationships will last. Excuse me. I don't know if this shows how long the videos were that he would see. I think if we watch a video, if I'm not mistaken, he wouldn't even listen to the content of the couple's arguments, but he could predict whether or not a couple would divorce with an accuracy of meta-emotional mismatches. Parents study predicted divorce with 80% accuracy. Is that it? No, Gottman could predict whether a couple would divorce with an average of over 90% accuracy. Is that crazy? He would watch a couple's interactions. If I remember correctly, he would ask them to talk about like a disagreement that they have, and it would never be about the content of their argument, but he would watch their emotions over the course of the argument, and with that, he could predict whether couples were divorced. Oh, one with violent couples. Is that the only one? Oh, I don't know. But one way he did this was by distilling arguments based on distilling emotions and argument to very few emotions. Not all emotions matter. You could be angry, you could be sad, right? But there is this feeling, and I think it was resentment. And if you resent your partner during that argument, there is a high likely you're going to get divorced. There's a difference between being angry at your partner for something and resenting them. And resentment also carries a undercurrent of like disgust. Like, you aren't just mad at the situation, you resent the person that person is. Hold on, let's read this. The four horsemen of the apocalypse. Criticism, stating one's complaint as a defect in one partner's personality. Yeah, giving the partner negative trade-offs using you're selfish. You always talk about yourself versus I'm angry because at this point I feel like you didn't think about me. If you say you're selfish, you are labeling that person. It's like season 5 of Love is Blind when Uche said to Aaliyah, oh, so you're a recent cheater versus, oh, you cheated recently, right? Different thing. Contempt, not resentment, contempt. That's the word I was looking for. Okay, it didn't sound right in my head. Contempt. Yeah. Comes from a place of superiority, like you're an idiot. Yeah, contempt, right? So not just resentment. So if you imagine that contempt has a feeling of disgust. When you hold contempt for a person, it's like you're disgusted by them, right? Defensiveness is stonewalling. Why did I bring that up? I don't remember. I'm drunk. What just happened? Did I accidentally return to title? Hold on. Let's speed through this real quick. I didn't get to see the end. Hey, look at this game. Okay. Look up Gottman, Gottman, the four horsemen of the apocalypse. So like the things that basically, what's the word? Presage? Foreshadow the end of a relationship. Don't worry, I got this. I got distracted. Anyway, yeah, Gottman, he could predict couples divorces. Yeah, Jimmy on Religious Guys talks about the... Oh, cool! Comment and comment. Yeah. Yep. He did a live stream with them. And oh, that's cool. Sherlock Home Cat. Yeah, if you think you're better than the person that you're with, it's probably not gonna work. It's one thing to think that you're better at something, but to think you're overall better, it's just not gonna work. And that's not a criticism of people who think they're better than other people. I think I'm better than a lot of people. It's also not a criticism, like when I say a relationship's not gonna work, that's also not a criticism of you or your partner / partners. Being incompatible with someone is not a failure on your part. It's just being incompatible. It's like not having the right screwdriver for a screw. If you have a Phillips head screwdriver and a flathead screw, okay, well actually no, that's wrong. Flathead screws are just terrible. If you have a star head screwdriver and a Phillips screw, that doesn't mean your screwdriver is too good for the screw or vice versa. It just means you're incompatible. It does not have to do with the quality. And that's just something that you gotta remember, because in general, we think of we call them failed relationships, right? Like you failed at something. Doesn't mean you failed. It didn't work out. Like I think Will Arnett and Amy Poehler. Oh, whoa! It's not always 2-4. That's interesting. Will Arnett and Amy Poehler say about their marriage, it wasn't a failed marriage. It was a successful marriage that didn't last forever. Hot pot. Oh no, I didn't take her to hot pot. Fuck, wasn't paying attention. This is why alcoholics are not good at relationships. I'm not an alcoholic. Like the comedian said that we saw on Valentine's Day, I'm alcoholic adjacent. Games are great. You have a cat, I have a stuffed cat. That's kind of the same. You like music? You listen to music, I play music. I'm amazing. Come on, music. Yes. Alright, I think that's it. She also likes art. I like looking at pictures. No? Alright, that's it? Alright. And then you just don't say anything in this argument. Which is, what are they trying to say here? When you're arguing, just don't say anything and then you'll hug. Because if you just sit here and watch it happen, then you got the good part. She tells me about her troubles, and I listen to her. Let me finish this. The faster you drink alcohol, the more money you save. Okay, I'm done. I hear Discord. Have she muted, but on a fat losers run right now, and some of my losers have won 3 sets straight. Oh, nice! Nathan's playing Super Smash Brothers Melee. Nice. One of my favorite things that happen in BoJack Horseman is when BoJack visits Diane in Chicago and he cleans up her apartment for her. Alright. Time goes by. It's been 3 years. You came over to talk to me. When it comes to games, we've always been able to talk forever. We discussed the theme of that game jam, and then we just kept going. We started chatting more after that. Gradually, oh, I guess the green is what's different. We watched my favorite movie. I guess you did some research, huh? Monica. But you didn't try to find out what kind of food I liked. Hey, that was an accident! I tried to find out! Just because I guessed it wrong doesn't mean I tried. God, this girl is hard to please. Fuck this girl. That was beautiful. You held me hand in silence. That's how we began. But our talks only ever scratches the surface. Sometimes we fight. No, say she wants you to clean the house. But we always manage to forgive each other. Those fights give us opportunities to know each other more deeply. Yes. You've always been such a great one. You always listen to all my troubles. We're not perfect, but I'm glad we knew how to balance our relationship. We can align each other equally. I never shared my feelings like this before. I just want you to know how I feel. I hope that our next 2 years will be better. Happy and aww. So otherwise she leaves us on our anniversary? Wow. Oh. There are some lock things. Probably if I took her to Hot Pot. I wonder how many dudes didn't realize how shitty that this guy was being. Because this guy was being an asshole. Let's do love distance. Your name is Stan. Stan I am. Do you like green eggs and hams? Oh, my sister's calling me. Let's talk about this. Hello.
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 So, before you start
Yeah.
on the other storyline,
Yeah.
I just want to do a quick, like,
Yes.
so I accidentally, on like the second, I think halfway through my second play, or whatever it was like click, because I was like, these choices are so stupid. And this I had accidentally clicked on the guy in that part where, when he's like, coworkers, why is it complaining? And I was like, wait a minute. He like moved and I was like, oh, and then I realized, that's right. That guy had said in his review that he until he realized that you could click on the screen. I completely forgot all about that.
I forgot he had said that too.
Yes, and then
that's cool.
So then, like when I played it again, I was like, all right, I'm clicking on every single fucking shit to try to figure out everything. And then like so when you're in that last review, because I was wondering about the different colors of the text. So when it's like that red, it's like
that's you did something
screen,
wrong,
right? Yeah, and then green is like, oh, you did something right. But I was thinking the same thing. Like I was getting all emotional over it too. Like every time there was something that happened, I was feeling like, God, man, this is actually like so true.
Yeah.
Like when your partner has had a rough day or just is coming to you about wanting to talk about it, or if like you might be planning something, but do you take into consideration what like your partner likes too, and working together and all of that stuff. And I there's actually a point in my stream where I was saying like, and it doesn't matter if it's the guy, girl, guy, girl, guy, or I actually did say too, or if you're like in a polyamorous type of relationship.
Thank you for your representation.
But it can happen from either side, and that validation and caring about each other. I hate that because that Jimmy on relationships guy is like emotional security, safety, validation, and all of that. So I was just like, man, this thing is like in the subtlest ways, like not even overtly, or maybe even obviously for some people, it's like this is like true to real life. Like these basic small dumb shit are like all condensed down into like a quick couple minutes game that shows big reasons that become systemic in a relationship and why they don't work out.
Yeah, this person has either done a lot of research or has been through some shit. Like the person who would develop the game. Oh.
That's nice. Like, it's all cutesy, lovey-dovey, like a little kid game. But then once it starts going, I'm like, what the fuck? Why is this like...
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to stop here. I need to talk about this. All right, I'm going to stop here again. But yeah. No, good job. And I think it is true. Like, where somebody might think, I don't know what's wrong with I said it this way.
Yeah. That's what I was curious about. Like... Because I think I saw that in some reviews too. Like people were saying how like none of the choices were good. But I wonder if like some people didn't realize that the choices weren't good, or like, what's wrong with this, you know?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Or
Like when Chris, was, yeah, when Anne was pregnant, and then Chris was trying to like, oh, you have trouble with this? Oh, try eating more flaxseed and stuff. Do you remember?
Oh. I don't remember, but it just sounds like a very common situation.
Yeah, and then so like he was like talking about it, and I think like Tom told Chris that like, nah, you don't gotta do that. Just say that sucks, and then Chris started saying it. Yep, that's actually something that me and Monica actually like had to figure out, where like Monica had to realize like that she has to not solve my problems, that she just has, I just want her to empathize.
Oh, that's interesting. I would have thought she was the dude. No, I'm just kidding.
I know, right? No, I was thinking that as I said it, but yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. So is the second one good too? Love Distance?
Yeah, I only got like halfway through, but it was definitely interesting. The mechanics or the dynamics or whatever are different, so don't expect like the same type. Because I was like, why the fuck can I get past this part? Like I almost
interesting.
wanted you to watch. It didn't get very far at all. I don't think it'll ruin it. I don't think it will ruin it for you. Just to watch it and watch the end part where I'm talking about the sausage. I mean, you could probably even watch it like on your stream. Like, hey, we're gonna reaction to.
Okay.
I think it'll be funny, and I'll watch you react to it.
Okay.
If you want.
Sure, I'll do that.
Yeah. And you could forward through whatever you want to get to the second part. But okay, I'm still watching.
Well, because you have 2 videos, right? So.
Yeah. So the first one is the 45 minutes of silence.
Oh yeah, I know.
That's meant to be, because I was talking a lot about like all this stuff that was going on.
That sucks.
But then at the last 45 minutes, I was like, what the fuck? But then the second time, like I still reflected on relationship stuff, and I just still remember him telling me like I'm watching timestamp 3328. Oh yeah, that's the part you need to watch, like about around 33 minutes or so.
In the first video? In the first one?
In the second video.
The second video,
when I stop to talk, I know for sure I'm like doing that reflection or relationship reflection stuff. You know, like if you don't want to comment or watch the whole thing.
Okay, 3328.
Around 33 minutes, because I think I start talking a little bit before that.
Okay.
Actually.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
All right. Bye. All right. So, guys, we are going to take a break from that. I hope you heard what my sister was saying, because right now we are going to watch a little bit of her playthrough. Why is it still this? That's weird. That's weird. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Oh, not that far. Boop. Okay. I want to change it to. Oh God, I can't. Don't look at that. Chrome. No, not that Chrome. Stupid. YouTube. Wait, not that YouTube. Do I have 2 YouTube windows open or something? That's weird. There it is. All right. So let's Control R it to reset, and let's start watching this.
Like, say the person says, "What are you talking?"
Okay, let's start.
Relationships can only last.
Oops.
If each person respects the other.
Yes.
True that.
Well, they can last. It just won't be very healthy.
Hey, this is my stream, so I can talk about all the mushy gushy shit I want. As
you can talk about whatever the fuck you want. It's your stream.
Shooting, scary, or whatever other games I play.
I finished both of these.
Judge. Feel free to do so, but
don't judge me.
I think too, another thing that gets.
She has had a stroke.
Or
she forgot to say words. Okay, she's talking.
Having respect for each other looks like, what that means, because
what does that mean?
Like, just to say my experiences.
What are your experiences?
Not feeling respected when I'm with somebody
you didn't feel respected,
whom I love and
who you love too
loves me.
Was it your parents?
And feeling like I'm not respected, and like, say the person says, "What are you talking about? I do respect you," but then when they talk to you,
That's gaslighting. I won't say that's gaslighting. I think that word is misused a lot. People use gaslighting to mean to try to make you change your opinion or make you feel a certain way. Gaslighting originally means trying to make a person question their own reality or feel like they are crazy. So that's why I'm saying that's gaslighty. It's not gaslighting. I'm saying it's gaslighty because when you say, what are you talking about? I do respect to you. You're like, you're basically saying you're wrong.
You a certain way, like belittle you or turn moments of vulnerability when you're talking about how things are making you feel into like a personal attack.
All right, so I have talked about a friend, tell a friend about this a long time ago, pre-psychology degree, but she was essentially saying how her boyfriend would be like, "Oh, you're making me feel bad," and she would say, "I'm not trying to make you feel bad. I'm just trying to tell you how I feel." So one thing, if you are the receiver of that, if you are the one who's feeling like, "Oh, you're making me feel bad," I think you should reflect on why you're feeling bad. You're not feeling bad because of what this person is saying, unless this person is manipulating the facts of the situation. If a person is telling you true things, like how they felt about something, that is true. What if they are repeating what has happened in the past, things that are true, and you were feeling bad about it? That person is not making you feel bad. The facts of the situation are making you feel bad. You feel bad maybe for doing those things that she's reminding you of. You feel bad because you feel like something is wrong, right? So I would advise you to reflect on why you feel bad in response to what this person is saying, instead of just saying, like, trying to imply that that person should not be saying those things. Why is it eliciting that reaction within you?
Somehow against you, then it's not respectful. It's not respecting your feelings and who you are. And I am really very different from how I was when I was young, because
probably from learning and growing.
You know, I'm old now.
So am I.
Know. And when I was younger, I was very much that type who, like, if I got mad, I wouldn't say shit. Like, just, you should know why I'm mad at you. Why do I have to explain it?
If you really cared about me, you would understand why I'm mad at you, right? I feel like that's the logic here. I shouldn't have to explain it. If you love me, you should know what you did that hurt me, right? And I kind of get, it's a little bit logical almost, right? Like, if you know me, if you care about me, you should know me. And if you know me, you should know what you did, kind of thing. That isn't to say that that's a healthy response, because, so one thing that, this is going to sound like super conceited, but it's one thing that I had to really think about. Us Zapantas, we're very smart. We are smarter than the average person. You know, Michelle, you are, what is it? You are in the top 2 percentile of people in the world, IQ wise, right? Not EQ wise, right? That's a whole different thing. We were probably very low growing up, but IQ wise, right? And there are some things that just make sense to you that you understand that your partner won't. They probably won't, because they are not on the same intelligence level as you. And you know, that's something that, like, I've even talked to Ata Jen about sometimes, when she's heard me talking in a certain way to I don't know if it was Monica or to Nikki. She's heard me talking a certain way to someone, but I'd say EQ2, I'm better than average. I think I am right now. Before, no, not at all. Anyway, where she would have to say, not everyone thinks like us. Things that are so obvious to us and that makes sense to us, it doesn't always come easy to other people, and that's hard, because, like, I don't necessarily like I know I'm, like, smart, right? But I don't necessarily think that I'm, like, leagues above other people, right? But, you know, one thing that Monica says to me a lot when I'm like, I don't understand why this person would say that instead of this, because that doesn't make sense. Well, they don't think at the same level as I do. They don't process information as quickly as I do. That's why those things, they're saying things that don't make sense to me. It makes sense to them, because I have processed it a different way. The way this relates is because like, oh, if you love me, you would know I'm mad. Well, sometimes people are just dumb and you just got to deal with it.
Or something. But now I feel like I'm really good at saying, look, hey, I've been feeling this way, or this is what's bothering me, and these are what my needs are, and laying those out. And the funny thing is that just not being able to talk about your feelings, I know, is the thing that can also lead to relationships not working out. But I'm like trying so hard, like every day, trying to say, this is what I need, like this is what I'm feeling. And it's actually,
what is the response to that?
I mean, it's good, but it's not always enough. It was just not enough, because just because you do actually get to the point and learn to be able to express your feelings and what your needs are, doesn't mean that the other person's gonna care or do anything, or how do I explain it? All
right, I'm gonna go off on a tangent here. The reason why I'm going off on this tangent is it is related. The same kind of logic is related. Actually, I'm a little bit tipsy. Let me rewind it to make sure this is right.
Actually get to the point.
Yeah, okay. So I love being I hate being sober. I don't tell my therapist. So there's this thing called the misattribution effect. And you know, y'all are about to, like, y'all are knowing why I majored in psychology, because of stuff like this that I find so fascinating. Misattribution effect. And let me get you another 2x2 grid. Oh no, that's not the right. A lot of things are represented in 2x2 grids. Obviously humans are more complex than that, but I can't find what I want, but I'll draw it. I'm sorry, I'm doing like a music while you guys wait. Okay. All right, so people do this thing, crap, where this arrow is like the goodness,
and learn to be able to express your feelings. And
no, you can't express it. I don't mean to cut you off. Just let me finish what I'm saying, and then we'll get back to you. Okay, I promise. All right, so this is like how good something is, something that's happened. All right, this is if it happened to you. This is if it happened to others. This is you, this is others. I don't know if you can read that. It doesn't matter. All right, so goodness. All right, so if something good happens to you, oh shit, this graphic is wrong. Ignore the axes. You know what? Let me just draw it out. Okay, so if something good happens to you, you say it's because of you. I got an A because I worked hard, or because I'm really smart. If something bad happens to you, you blame your environment. So this is like how much credit goes to the person. This is how much credit goes to the environment. If something bad happens, it goes to the environment, right? Oh wait, no, this is how good it is. Good happens to you, bad, it's the environment, right? If something good happens to another person, you blame the environment. If something bad happens to another person, you blame them. So this is basically self and the environment. If you see someone speeding on the freeway and like they do something fucking stupid, they're a bad driver. This is not necessarily true. It's a generalization of the misattribution error that people tend to make, right? You say they are a bad driver, you blame that person's self. They got an accident because they don't know how to drive. They don't know how to drive in the rain. Why did you get an accident? It was raining really hard. It was a lot of traffic. The environment caused the bad thing to happen. Why did you get an A? Because you studied really hard. Why did they get an A? They got lucky. Environment, something outside of their control. When you think about people who victim blame, And I think this is important to understand because I think people tend to make judgments on people's characters, which when it's a lot of stuff is environment. If I learned one thing in psychology is that people have a lot less control over themselves than they think. People who victim blame, right? You think, oh, they're assholes, they're misogynistic. They're actually committing this misattribution error. It is a defense mechanism. If I say that this girl got raped because she was in the wrong place at the wrong time, why did she dress that way? It's her fault. I blame the self. I blame the self for a bad thing happening to her. Why? Why would that be a defense mechanism? Because if she is so stupid and that's why she got raped, I'm not going to get raped because I'm not stupid. I'm not going to go on the wrong side of town. I don't dress that way. I have control over my situation. If you admit to yourself that bad things happen to good people, if that girl was assaulted not because of anything she did wrong, you have to admit to yourself that you can also be assaulted even when you do everything right. And sometimes you do everything right and bad things still happen, and it's very hard for people to admit because it gives you anxiety and it's fucking scary. It's the reason why like sometimes I think like I don't want to fly a plane because something random can happen to me, you know? But then when people start blaming like, oh, they shouldn't have rode that plane, they should have known that terrorists are likely to be on those planes or whatever. You're just trying to assign some kind of control to something that no one had control over, because thinking that we don't have control is really scary. It's really hard to acknowledge that we don't have control over whether or not bad things happen to us. That's why that's not the only reason, of course, but that is one reason why there's a lot of victim blaming going on, because if we can blame the victim, then we feel safer. And it's important to understand this because, again, it's not always just because that person is a bad person or they're misogynistic or they believe that people deserve to be raped or anything. It's because they don't realize that it is a defense mechanism. All right. I don't remember why I brought that up.
What your needs are doesn't just because you do actually
yes, just because you do everything right doesn't mean that you're going to get the correct outcome.
Get to the point and learn to be able to express your feelings.
Sometimes bad things happen to good people.
What your needs are doesn't mean that the other person's gonna care.
And it doesn't mean that you're doing something wrong. Just because you got a bad result doesn't mean that you took a bad action.
Doesn't mean the other person's gonna validate your feelings for one.
One big thing,
like, what the fuck? Like,
you don't have control over other people.
You have no right to feel this way. Like, why are you feeling this way? I didn't do anything. Oh, this shit again, you know. And that's one part. And then there's the other part of, okay, maybe I care. Oh, I'm sorry you're feeling that way. But then it still happens. So yeah, it's really hard when you love a person and you're trying so hard to make it work, to make it
healthy,
possible, I guess, for it to work. Anyways, I'm blabbering on. Ignore me. Relationships can only last if each person respects the other.
Ignore me, she says.
True that, like I said. Gradually, you became the one I talked for. I've been a hopeless romantic like all my life, even though I've had some pretty romance-less relationships. Unfortunately, I don't know. Sometimes it feels like it's never gonna happen, but hey. Man, this whole fucking stream's like a pity party. I'm gonna delete this shit. Right. Do you remember the first time we held hands? Yes, of course. It was a beautiful night. You gently held my hand in silence. That was how we began. That's me. It's not for everybody. Everything about our lives. But our talks only ever. I feel like, okay, this is red, so I fucked up something. In a weird relationship, I wouldn't say like, hey, you fucked up something, but like missed something. And like, they know what they're doing. It's intentional. People who lie, hide things, say one thing when it's actually another, cheat, all that stuff. But sometimes you unintentionally hurt your partner. You may not mean to have forgotten something that was important to them or special to them. Maybe it was not recognizing when they were giving you a bid for affection. Again, watch Jimmy on Relationships on YouTube if you haven't done so. That's what I've been watching a lot lately. And he talks about bids for affection, but it's like when your partner is basically calling out to you for love and care and attention. Sometimes
people have different love languages, so they don't hear it. That's why I take that love language test is important.
I feel like something that happens a lot in relationships. Happened a lot in my relationship. As the kids would say, bro, like, I'm trying to tell you what I need. I'm telling you what I need already. And I've been in relationships where it was like, well, this is on me. This is on you. I told you this. I told you that. Like, it's where it was like it's almost like it's like a competition. There's got to be a winner. Like, that's not what a healthy relationship looks like. And if a person's like outright,
like, I read this story, and the fucking story, the point of the story was to be like, this girl's a bitch, right? Oh, I see. So like, the story was like, there's this woman and she's always like, oh, this guy always buys his wife flowers and shit, and he does this shit for me, and she doesn't even realize that her man always puts the card away from her after groceries. You should appreciate that shit. Well, you know what, like, the whole point of the story is like, this woman is spoiled and she doesn't realize all the little things her man does for her. Maybe her fucking love language is gifts and his is acts of service. He's showing her he loves her by doing all these little things. Maybe maybe that's not how she wants to be shown. Maybe she could do that shit herself, right? So there was this Reddit post, and it was I think it was "Am I the Asshole?" So the guy, he bought his wife a robot vacuum, and the comments were very divided, and I can see why, because I can see both sides. So the man works, the woman takes care of the home, she cleans the house, she cleaning the house is a lot, vacuum is a lot, she's complaining about it. So for her birthday, her husband bought her a robot vacuum, very expensive thing. It's going to help her because that is her job, right? Her job is to clean the house, his job is to make the money, right? That is what they've agreed upon, and he is making her life easier. The woman, the wife, was not happy. She hated that present. She cried because she felt like, you only see me as something to clean. That's more of a present for you than me. Because from her perspective, she's cleaning for the whole household, and he bought something that will make cleaning easier, right? So the comments were divided. Some people were like, yeah, you're an asshole, you did something that's for yourself. She's cleaning for your family, you didn't buy something personal for her. Some of them were like, no, like, I would be so happy if my husband bought me a robot vacuum. He's showing me he doesn't want me to work so hard because that is my chore, that we agreed upon it. Even though this is my chore, he's making my chore easier for me. I think it's just a difference in love languages. I think she wanted to feel special, like, as a woman, not as the chore thing. It's kind of like giving someone something practical. Sometimes people love practical shit. Some people are like, yeah, buy me this fucking vacuum, thank you. Some people find that not romantic. Buy them flowers. Some people are like, flowers are fucking useless. Why did you buy me flowers? You don't care about me, you just care about the performance aspect of it, and that flowers look good. Some are like, oh, the flowers, because they're not practical, it just shows that it's meaningful, and it shows you're just appreciating me. You're not doing something that'll help, right? You're just doing something that's just a gesture, right? And sometimes people just are different, and like, it's dumb to shame people either way.
Telling you their needs, that says they're trying to make it work.
My sister doesn't talk as fast. I sped it up.
Try to fix something that isn't right instead of just doing the easy thing, which would be to just end the relationship. Like,
or sweep it under the rug.
You don't appreciate me, you don't care about me, you don't respect me, or whatever all those the reason may be. And all right, let's break up. I don't want to be together anymore. Sorry, I don't want to be with you anymore. Let's just do that. That would be so much less complicated. But instead, somebody's trying to fight for their relationship, like trying so hard to save it. That's when listening, like, really
trying to put work into it.
Oh, unless, hey, you really don't care about the other person, then yeah, let it go to shit. Who cares? Though we have a good time together, sometimes we fight. We always manage to forgive each other. Those fights give us opportunities to know each other more deeply.
Yeah, so one thing that I do want to point out about Gottman and Gottman is, like, again, it's not the content of the fight. It's not even how often the couples fight that what's the word, that informed his prediction of whether or not they would divorce. It was how the couples fought. You can fight all the fucking time, but if you fight in a healthy way, that's not a bad thing. You can never fight, but when you do fight, it's super unhealthy and it's not constructive. That's not a good thing.
Hope you'll always be there as a listener for me.
You gotta not be afraid to fight with your partner.
You've always been such a great woman. Honestly,
that's the accommodating thing.
That's
fighting with your partner is also fighting for your partner.
It's not just...
Did you watch the part of me talking about that also? No.
Oh, we have all these good times. That reflects on how strong and how happy a relationship can be or is. It's getting through the tough times. It's like, how do you, as partners, get through the tough times in order to achieve the happy ones? I don't know why my throat is so scratchy. I'm not emotional. You always listen to all my little troubles. We're not perfect. But I'm glad we know how to balance our relationship. We can rely on each other equally. That's nice.
I have to
We can rely
pee.
on each other equally. I've never shared my feelings like this before. I just want you to know how I feel.
Good.
I hope that our next 3 years will be... it's a photo album. Fuck. My sister-in-law's last name. Esther Choi. Oh, Choi, that's my own.
Oh, Joy! Hey!
Before I get off, we've been into the street 45 minutes. We're gonna try this love distance thing again and see if we can what the fuck is webapp? Yeah, see if we can pass this sausage. Okay, yeah. So we're starting from the freaking sausage thing. We walk past the store every day. Grace never
the
seems
sausage
interested in
thing.
the roast sausages.
I'm just impatient.
Stop. I'm so fucking missing something. No! And I can't read what this shit says. It's not in English. Oh, okay. So all those other times, he, like, would buy the sausage. No! Why are you fucking... No, you're supposed to save the money! So you can buy the shit for her. Maybe I didn't, like, click on it quickly enough, and that's what's going on?
I don't know. I want sausage.
No, fuck that. Alright, we're starting. Okay. Oh, the mouse is like...
I'm not gonna watch this because I have to pee. Oh, you said wait, stop. I thought you said it wouldn't spoil it for me. I don't know. I'm gonna pee. Hold on. This is some K-drama. Did you see the first video stuff? No, I didn't. I think I can't process Love Choice right now. So I think I need to not play Love Choice right now. Perhaps play a different game. Monica just told me her head hurts. I'm a little drunk. I might be back on later. But hey, first stream in a long time. At least watch the Sasha's part. I won't be able to process it, I'm telling you. I will process it when I'm able to read a little better. Alright. Well, thank you for watching. Thank you. I hope you all learned something about relationships. I have a degree, so I think I know what I'm talking about. Alright, bye.